Welcome back to Mastering Rogue Legacy with Brian. And today we have a rather similar character to the last episode. We have a paladin. It's got ADHD to move faster, Lady Winry here. And because we spent our money on upgrades in the manor for gold gain up and potion up, we pretty much have all the same set of power-ups and everything else that we had last time. And so perhaps we will have a similarly profitable run. Although this time around, if that turns out to be the case, I'll be spending the money on equipment because we managed to unlock some more runes that I want to get. Oops. Accidentally read a journal entry. Been trying so hard not to read any of those, and I accidentally pressed it. The journal entries are not very well written, and so that is one of the reasons that I don't like to read them. Oh boy. Alright, I am off to a poor start here. It is morning, and I am plenty awake. I could really go for a magic dagger right here. This is a tough room to enter right at the beginning. Yeah, let's use the magic axe to take out that guy. And now all we have to worry about is the guard box down below. Okay, so I can just time my jumps. And in fact, there's another one down below there. And even though we don't have that much mana, I'm going to go ahead and spend it. Just try to get rid of these guys. Yikes! Okay, I can stand here. It's a safe place. And the good news is, with potion up, with that little mana potion on the floor, I will be able to gain... Darn it. Darn it! Okay, off to a very poor start. Guard box, you have been extreme trouble. Alright, we lost half our hit points in the first room, but I do think that was mostly as a result of it being a very difficult room layout, at least difficult for Brian. And so if I just step up my game, I can come right back and do some amazing things here, I think. So let's endeavor to do exactly that. Through vampirism, I will be getting back 4 hit points per kill. And yeah, let's just try to pick a couple of easy rooms here in the castle. If we get a chicken leg or two, we'll be back in good shape. And as a paladin, I think, yeah, I should be able to one-hit attack that guy in the castle. Oops, not great at the down strike. Repeated down strikes might have been good on that zombie right there. Alright, but the hit points are going back up. I'm settling back into a little bit more of a rhythm. And so, with this character like the last, I think we will try to head over to the forest, because we should be able to do a reasonably fair amount of damage over there. Let's go ahead and use the magic axe to take that guy out. And is this painting coming to life? It is not. Okay. So, yes, I would really love... I can defeat all enemies in here, haha. Assuming I actually successfully aim the magic axe. Which I'm not very good at. I think, actually... Was it just the last episode, or the one before that? We had a character with a magic axe, and I was talking about exactly that. I think it's the magic spell that I am least practiced, or least good at aiming. And I'm not sure why that is. I mean, it has a very predictable, simple arc. And I'm not sure if it's just because I don't use it enough, or if there's something about it that causes me to be so poor at aiming it. But it is a good spell for getting enemies both above you and below you. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to leave that chicken leg, because I expect I'm going to take a little bit more damage in this room. Yeah, there we go. And the chicken leg is going to heal so much at this point that after I take the damage, it can still heal me back up to full health. And so... that was a good job saving the chicken leg to spare me an extra hit. And looking at the mini-map in the top right, it does look like this room has a couple of exits to the right, which will be in the direction of the forest, which is where I want to go. And so, yeah, I think we're going to finish up with this room, take a peek into the next one. Okay. But assuming that nothing looks too bad around here, I'll probably make a cut, because I think I've settled into a rhythm. I don't think the castle is going to be too much of a danger for this character. And so, yeah, we've seen a fair bit of this, and so we can move on to more interesting things. Here's the forest. Hello. Let's see, in the forest... Honestly, with this character, the forest might not be too bad either. Let's stay together for 1 or 2 rooms in the forest. But if nothing seems too scary, I will start making cuts, and we'll try to get to harder or more interesting areas. Hello, Scout. Alright, I'm going to use the magic dagger on you, just because it hits uphill. Turns out it might not have been necessary. But we do have a little bit of siphon on this character. We're getting 2 magic points back per kill as well. So I can afford to spend a little bit of magic. Just don't want to waste it. Too much all in one place. Let's see, bloobs. Yeah, still not a big problem. Yeah, I think the forest isn't going to be too bad. So I will make a cut, and I will see you guys when we get to some more interesting or difficult areas. There's a visionary in this room, but there is also 3 chests I can see on the mini-map. And so I think this will be worth it. I'm not sure the best way. Oh, there's multiple visionaries in this room, I see. Well, if I can take out one at a time. There we go. Okay, 1 down. Let's go ahead and grab this money over here. And then let's get a look at where these other guys are. Okay, they're kind of spread out up there. Let's go ahead and re-enter the room. Find the right time to dodge. Alright, and if I can take out one of these guys, great, then taking out the other one won't be so bad, because with a single attack, I can stand in one place, wait for him to fire all of his bloody fireballs in the wrong spot, back off and do the same thing. Okay, great. And so despite those guys taking 4 or 5 hits, managed to take those guys out and earn a fair amount of money in there. So far the forest, it's going okay. I had to back off at one point. Oh, darn it. Darn it! I need to get through this room, but I'm not sure that I can get through this room. I really need to back off. I needed to back off at one point into the castle, and it seems I need to do it again. And so I will go do that and eat a chicken leg, and see you guys when I see you. Alright, I'm not at the top of my game right now. I'm struggling to stay alive, even in the castle. And so let's hope that I can play a little better, either find some chicken legs, or else manage to kill a bunch of bad guys, so that we can regain some hit points through vampirism. Found a couple of mini-bosses. There was one right there in the castle. Okay, this is a good room to find, because we can get a chicken leg. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more mana back as well. But, yeah, definitely not on top of my game. Not the way that I was with the previous character. And there's also a lot of pretty mean rooms in this castle layout for whatever reason. You saw a couple of rooms there that were just kind of dead ends, that had the wall turrets. And, yeah, I found a number of difficult rooms so far in the various room layouts. So things are not going that great. I should probably teleport somewhere. Actually, if I go back to the left and down through here, there's a room over to the right that I haven't yet explored in the castle. Oh man, spike traps lining the floor once again. In the shape I'm in, I'm afraid I'm going to actually die in that room. Not good at the 4 spike traps. So let's try going other ways in the castle and see if we can find rooms with some easier enemies that we can peel off one at a time. This room seems pretty good. And hope that I can regain some more life through vampirism, because that seems to be my only hope at progressing very far with this character. Admittedly, we've already got almost 5,000 gold, so it's not like we're doing all that badly. I've completely forgotten to block with the paladin shield once again. Let's remember that that's an option, because that could have helped me out a little bit earlier in this run, I expect. The room below me is also going to be a difficult room, with all the scouts shooting at me at once. So let's see if we can find any more easy rooms. Actually, this room won't be bad. These guys are not hard to deal with. And so maybe I can start earning my way back up over here. Oh, a defeat all enemies room. I'm back up to 87 hit points. Let's give this a shot. And let's try to be smart. Such as exiting the room right after that guy fires. Okay, using the magic axe. Very good there. Oh boy. Oh man. I thought I'd killed that Glacian or Ison or whatever he is. Frostin. That's his name. Frostin. With the magic axe. But in fact, I had not. Is this painting going to come to life? Oh boy. We need to... Okay. That zombie who's coming out of the ground there. I think those guys don't take knockback. Yeah, and so you have to be very careful trying to kill those guys off. Zombishnu, couldn't think of his name. We will take our time, kill him with a few separate strikes. There's a couple paintings that are going to come to life here. I'm going to try to... Okay, there's another magic dude. Try to take out all of the projectile enemies first. Because given the way I'm playing... Okay, accidentally awakened one of the paintings. That's okay, we can recover from that. Let's go ahead and take you out from the floor below. Grey Knight. Okay, great. And now we can take out the rest of the paintings. Yeah, I'm really having to focus and concentrate this morning. I didn't have any chocolate this morning. That's the problem. No caffeine to start off Brian's day. I don't drink coffee or soda or any of that kind of stuff, so the only way that I get caffeine is through chocolate, and so I have a very low tolerance, and a little bit of chocolate goes a long way. Okay, we got a haste rune, which is great. And at this point, we have gotten through most of the castle. There's a little bit more up here. And there are a couple of rooms in the castle that I skipped. And so I'm not sure if it's worth going back to, for example, any mini-boss rooms in the castle, because I'm pretty sure at this point I've gotten all the equipment out of the castle. Okay, we've entered the Maya up here, which is a very dangerous area. But since I'm here, and this room actually doesn't seem too bad, let's at least take a peek into a few different rooms. Take no damage. This is actually... Nah, that's kind of a difficult room. Sometimes you find easy rooms like this one, and so it's always good to just take a peek around when you get into a difficult area. See if you can find any easy rooms. That room has a bunch of bad guys. None of them are too hard, but... And let's see, this room... Yeah, probably won't go well for me either. Alright, so we took our peek around. Where else do I need to go at this point? Right, there's more of the forest through some difficult rooms. I've lit up most of the castle. Yeah, let's go back to the forest. I'll get over there and I'll see you guys over there. So here's at least a little bit more unexpected room in the forest. This is the same room that I just decided not to do in the castle due to the floor spikes. Let's see. If I sneak up on this guy from behind... Oh dear. Ouch. I'm just going to leave that tall guard behind, I think, because he's going to be hard to get to with the spikes on the floor and the spikes on the ceiling. So many spikes. Oh, thank goodness. Another boss room. Lots of free easy gold. Some statues that I can return to if I need to heal up. Alright, and more access to more of the forest that I can just teleport back to. Okay, this is really good. That's going to help turn the run around. Another floor spikes room, but this one doesn't have spikes on the ceiling. So I can jump up whenever I need to in order to get away from things. So I have a fair bit more confidence in this room than the last. Oh dear! I guess I just ran into the far wall. I didn't realize I was doing that. Alright, we just took a bunch of hit points on the floor spikes again. Spikes are not my friend. Well, the good news is we have this to fall back on. Chicken legs. Gonna heal us even more because we got a little bit more, hey, potion up on the end of the previous run. We spent some money on it. Let's see what we get. Hermes boots. Now I can walk on stationary floor spikes. And so that'll be a boon. Ranger helm. That's also nice. Let's use some mana because I've not been using very much of it lately. And it would work pretty well on these enemies with the axe. Nice. As we move downwards into a room. Best time to use the magic axe. Alright, that's good. And the Hermes boots, I'm trying to think back if there were any rooms with stationary floor spikes, which the Hermes boots allow you to stand on. Can't think of any right at the moment. And this room had... Oh, this room has stationary floor spikes. Okay, perfect. This is the room for the Hermes boots. Woohoo. Awesome. Got it at just the right time, it would appear. Interesting, and the Earth Azure... Cast that on the ground, kind of below the spikes, if you're standing on the spikes. Alright, I'm going to keep you guys with me because I've been playing poorly enough that even what should be an easy room like this could potentially do me in. And there are spikes that come out of the ground, and the Hermes boots does not protect you against those. So I think I'm going to cast a few more magic axes, which are going to repeatedly miss because I'm so bad at aiming. Apparently, okay, there, we finally managed to hit those guys. Alright, we're earning a fair amount of money. We're almost up to 8,000, so that's terrific. At this point, I think I've... Oh, there's still that area in the top right. Even with the Hermes boots, I don't know if that's going to help me through that area. There's still... I haven't found the bottom of the castle and the entrance to the dungeon. And so I think what I'm going to do next... Let's go ahead and grab this. Is to teleport back to somewhere near the middle of the castle. Try to find my way back down. And yeah, see if we can find the bottom of the castle and the entrance to the dungeon. And actually, see if we can take a peek in there and see if there's any easy rooms right at the entrance to the dungeon. I might be asking for too much luck in that regard, but you never know. Yeah, and this is the direction that I want to go. Right, and this is the room with all of the scouts, so let's remember that I can block. But let's see if I can time things well. Alright, took out one. Let's use the axe to take out this guy and this guy. Nice. Okay, oops, and then I go flying right into this guy because I'm moving so quickly. Thanks to ADHD. Alright, I still did better in that room than I thought I was going to do. And actually, it only had 4 scouts in it, I guess. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, I expect there are spikes on the bottom of this room, but I don't care because I have Hermes boots. Haha. Great, and this is what I thought was going to be here. Let's take a quick peek. Okay. The Nightmare isn't actually so bad, and the one... Is he called an Earthazor? No, what is he called? Oh, and there's 2 of them in there at least. Let's just exit this room to the left and take a peek over here. Okay, this is also not a good room for me. Oh boy. Gravazor, right. Okay, so the good news is the Nightmare seems to be glitched and caught in the corner of the room. And so I'm going to take him out over here. Dark Stallion, it wasn't a Nightmare. He wasn't leaving a flame trail, maybe. And this one's glitched too. So let's take advantage. Awesome. You get a whole bunch of gold from killing guys in the dungeon, but you're also likely to die. Okay. I do what I usually do when I get panicky, which is I use up all my magic spells. But we're actually in a pretty safe spot once again. If I just take my time, we can clear out this room, but then I'll probably back off, go eat a chicken leg, go regain some mana from some of the potion statues that I've left behind. Oh, that guy can shoot me over there. I should not have gone this way. Okay, I can still take this guy out. I just need to be careful. Yes, not my best day here in Rogue Legacy, but at the same time, not the worst. I'm at least making... I'm using some decent decision-making, even if my execution is a little bit off. There have been a number of places where I could have made some foolish choices and I didn't. So I can at least look back on that with some happiness. I think I left a magic statue here. No, I did not. Alright. I know I just ate those statues. There's nothing there. Did I leave anything here? No. How about up here? Yes, there's at least some mana that I can regain right here. And how about right here? Alright, so I've used up, I think, all of my statues. Alright, so at this point, where am I most likely to stay alive and earn more gold? I think the Maya, because I've only kind of taken a peek into it. Don't have much life left. Alright, this isn't a bad room to start. Oh, okay. And especially if I use... Darn it. Slain by a ranger. Alright. Still not a bad run. And now we have a lot of money and we can get all the equipment that we got from last time. An assassin with dwarfism. A paladin. And another paladin. Wow. Do we want an endomorph who doesn't get knocked back? I would prefer the chakram, even though I'm ambivalent. Yeah, and eidetic memory is a good thing as well. Alright, and we failed to block once again, so I had a day basically where I failed to remember about blocking. But let's take a look at all the new equipment that we've unlocked. And we'll have to use some equip-ups to get some of it, but let's see. The Ranger Helm, a little less mana, but way more health. That's going to take some more weight, but that looks pretty good, so let's try to get the Ranger Helm. There's all kinds of limbs. Silver limbs would improve our magic. Alright, so we're going to need some equip-ups. Oops. We're going to need some equip-ups for the Ranger Helm. So let's buy a couple of them. Like that. And then I should have enough weight to be able to purchase and equip the Ranger Helm. Great. So that'll improve things. I had to go down to a weaker sword earlier because I was running out of equip up room, but we're going to equip the stronger sword once again. And yeah, it seems like all these other limbs are doing things mostly for magic improvements. I know I have some runes I want to purchase. So let me take a minute to look through them and decide what I want to buy. Alright, for one, I have a sprint rune here. I like a sprint rune, but I like vampirism even more. And furthermore, I can get a sprint rune back by switching it over here and trading away Siphon. So I'm going to do that. More vampire runes will definitely help keep me alive. I have a sky rune already. With the sky rune, I don't really need the double jump, and now we have a better rune here, a bounty rune, which will give us more gold. And so I'm going to equip that rune as well. And so that'll give us just a single jump, but then the sky rune afterwards. We'll still have the sprinting, and we'll get some extra gold and some extra vampirism, and so I'm happy with my runes now. And after looking around, I think I'll spend the remaining bits on an attack up and a health up. And that was pretty good. We managed to use most of our gold. Not quite all of it. Alright, so for next time, we have a paladin once again, who I'm going to try to remember to block with. We have a chakram that gets fired backwards out of the left side of us, but eventually circles back around to the right. And a new set of runes, especially with more vampirism, and so at this point we will be getting 6 hit points back for each kill, and so that'll help keep me alive, and so hopefully we will be ready to move forward once again as we continue to try to master Rogue Legacy. I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.